They are ready to go as the Panthers are set to match up with the Arizona Cardinals. The first 2 months of the regular season down. What will the final 2 bring us as we're off in Week 9? And he opts to not bring this one out. The first drive will start at the 25. First carry of the game for Christian McCaffrey. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
Well, from an offensive perspective, that was a tough run because he only picked up 3 yards. But let's flip it over to the defensive side. They now have the advantage. 3 3-yard gains. That means they're punting the ball likely on 4th down. That's what you're looking for when you're playing defense.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. Out of the pistol, McCaffrey.
And that's a nice pickup of a first down on that 2nd down run. And at that yardage gained, they can run that play on any down.
First and 10 at the 36-yard line.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Now a give, right side McCaffrey. 5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
That's a really good gain right there. They pick up 5 yards halfway to a first down. The only problem now in the huddle, everyone's going to want to touch the football. Be a lot of chattering now because they've seen that they can move the line of scrimmage.
2nd down at 5.
Let's go, D. Come on. No.
Shotgun handoff now to McCaffrey. 5 yards on 1st down, but now just a 1-yard pickup there on 2nd.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
Now back to throw. And the throw there going to be incomplete. That's a pretty good opening possession defensively.
And you know the goal is to make something of a statement, especially on the road with your first defensive possession, isn't it? Go right out and establish yourselves and let them know this is going to be tough going all game long.
And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. This is taken at the 15. Call it an even 40-yard punt, 7-0 on the return. And the Cards will take over 1st and 10. Murray and the Cardinals with a 1st and 10 at their own 23. Off the play fake. Murray. Buying time to his left. He'll get this complete to Rondale Moore. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A big play that time through the air. 31 yards. So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. A run with Jones on 1st down, not going to yield much. A yard tops. 2nd down coming up. Well, this defense for the Panthers, they played extremely well last week in that win over Green Bay.
And every defensive team that we talk to, they spend a lot of time talking about creating turnovers. And anytime you get 2 or more in a game, you've had a really good performance. They exceeded that number in a huge way. They got the football back 4 times in the win.
Call it a gain of 5 that time, and they'll be left with a 3rd and about 4. Murray now to throw. Toward the sideline. Did he keep the feet in? Yes, he got them both down, says the side judge, and that's good enough for a 1st down.
Now that's all about making something happen as a quarterback, because instead of forcing something on 3rd down, how about him buying some time outside of the pocket, waiting for someone to come open, and when he did, he put it on him for a big play and a 1st down.
Now a 1st down carry by Jones. And he stopped immediately there. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Shotgun now for Murray. Escaping the pressure right. And he'll take this one in for the Arizona touchdown. Kyler Murray, his 19th touchdown now on the season. And the Cardinals have taken the early lead. The call is to go for 1 and kick the extra point. And the Cardinals will go up 7-0.
Next to score, Cardinals 7, Panthers nothing.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
The Panthers take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. 5-3, their record at the halfway point, and you have to imagine that there are folks saying, hey, if we do that again in the second half, we're 10-6 and we're a playoff team.
I do think, though, that they have a couple things working against them, and number 1, the schedule, that's going to toughen up a bit because they've got some division games down the stretch, and those are always difficult. Number 2, you know they've got to stay healthy. That's the key to getting to the playoffs and winning in the playoffs. But they've got a shot at it. This is a good football team.
So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line. Looking to throw. That's complete. It's Collins. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. So into Cardinal territory now. It's 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line. Back to throw here. He'll get this out wide here to McCaffrey. So nothing doing there, and it'll be 2nd and 10.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. They'll look to throw again. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And he's got it. Touchdown, Panthers. Sometimes you just got to marvel at how these guys can throw the football. He gave that everything he had. And it was right on the money.
And I'm telling you, nothing will light up a crowd more than a play like that. Here in the stadium, all eyes were on the receiver streaking downfield, and you know everyone was thinking, throw it, he's open. What a connection there for the touchdown.
And that throw, pretty impressive, and even 61 yards through the air. Now the extra point. It's up and good. So these teams match touchdowns here in the first quarter, and we're tied 7-7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. 3-5 is where they sit on the year. A very uneven start is certainly not an ideal position to be in at the halfway point of the season. CD, do you see an avenue where they can still be a playoff team, or is that ship sailed?
Well, since you took me to the nautical side, I'm going to try and keep up here because to me, this ship is about ready to pull out of port. These next couple of games are absolute must-wins for them. Now, if they can win a couple, get to 5-5, maybe they start believing in themselves. But a loss here, that would move them to 3-6. And if that's the case, well, that boat is going to head out to the harbor with them still on the dock.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. They fake the handoff. Now Murray being chased out left. And he's got the hook up to Moore. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield.
On any given pass play, you never know exactly where your exit points are going to be. On this play, he was flushed to his left, still on the run, able to accurately throw the football for a nice first down.
On first down, it's Jones. And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6.
Not a run that you're going to write home about, but still a good first down run. That's what an offense calls staying on schedule. 3 to 4 yards on first down, you're set up very well for the rest of the drive.
Now a 2nd down and 6. Murray now. He's got his big tight end. That's Hurst. And they'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds.
And I feel a little bit like a traitor as a former defender because that big man did not want to go down and refused to go down. If you're a defender and you don't get the right angle on a big tight end like him, he can run right through you like you're not even there. And he did a lot of that on that play.
A first down run here by Jones as he'll take it forward for a gain of about 4.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6.
Coming up on a 2nd and 6. Play fake. Murray. He's going to go up top for the end zone. And it's intercepted at the goal line. It's C.J. Henderson picking it off. And the Panthers are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And, Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December left.
More football.
We're only in November. But they would be a wild card team, and that's great. They'd be in the playoffs, but you know they're trying to bump up to be one of those division leaders.
That guarantees you at least one home game in the playoffs, and that's what you're really seeking. But there also isn't much margin for error for this team, right? Because right where they're sitting, a 2-game losing streak could have them out of the playoffs, so they've got to make sure they continue to keep the momentum going.
Absolutely. And the pressure will bring him down here. The Cardinals get home for the sack. Isaiah Simmons charging hard from that linebacker spot, and he drops him for a loss of 11. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And all the way down to the 40-yard line. A big play there for Carolina.
Now that one hurts defensively. They force him into 3rd and long, had the advantage, yet they give up the big play right there.
Yeah, their offense was already warming up on the sideline, ready to come out. So much for that 3-and-out. On 1st down, this is McCaffrey. And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
Behind the chain, 2nd and 12. He'll look to throw. And he's got McCaffrey open, complete. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30.
Well, this offense will definitely utilize him as a weapon out of the backfield because he was close to 100 yards receiving a week ago. So they will try to get him the football in space as they did right there.
A give running left, it's McCaffrey. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. He finds his man. Complete. That's Collins.
I do have to admit, I like it when it all comes together. When the top part, catching the football, right, whether you're catching it with your hands or cradling it, comes together with the legs, in this case the feet, doing a little toe tap to stay in bounds and complete the catch.
And a great job by our crew on the camera shot. Love when you see the grass or on the field turf, those rubber pellets flying up. Great catch. Got a man and he hits him in stride. Touchdown Panthers. Tommy Trimble with his 2nd TD of the game, his 6th on the year. And the Panthers have taken the lead. I was just about to say he hadn't missed an extra point all season, but there it is. His first miss, no good. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate, and of course they'd like to forget the inning, the interception, but they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part two, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
First down, Murray. And he's got this down a yard or two shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be second down.
Brings up 2nd and 4.
Play action. Now it's Murray. Dancing to his left. Looking left sideline, incomplete. Hayden Hurst, former first-round pick, the intended target. And it's third down.
Covered by J.C. Horn.
Here's Murray as he sets to throw it. Murray has it knocked loose, fumble, but this will get out of bounds, so possession will stay the same. 8 yards that time, able to take off, and the result is a first down. Now Murray. To the right side, and he's got more, complete. And he's out of bounds, almost gets to the 10. So in the second quarter, he's already up over 100 yards receiving now.
And isn't 100 the magic number for a really good game for a receiver? So he got a chance to really shatter that and have a profound effect on this game.
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. Murray flips his forward on the jet sweep. And he'll fight his way down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line.
The tackle by Jeremy Chin. A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7 at the Panthers' 9-yard line.
It's 2nd and 7 from the 9. Here's Murray. He'll buy some time right. They'll get this halfway home from the 8 to the 4 on a gain of 4. The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1. Seventh play of the drive now as they come up on a 3rd and 3. They'll try and run for it with Jones. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage.
A lot depended on the spot there, and he got it, but it wasn't by much, was it? I remember Coach Madden talking about, depending on which foot the official used, that would tell you whether you had the first down or not. You want that upfield foot to be the one that spots the ball, don't you?
And you and I have the luxury of a couple extra views here in the booth, and he did get it, but not by much. They'll try and run it in with Jones. And he is in for 6. Touchdown, Cardinals. Ronald Jones, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Cardinals are an extra point away from grabbing the lead. Point after, right down the middle. And that will give them the lead here as we get on towards halftime.
Panthers 13.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
The Panthers take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. And with them trailing, there is still enough time to try to string a few plays together, maybe get into field goal range. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Jalen Thompson picks it. He's had a fantastic rookie season, made a lot of lovely throws, but that wasn't one of them.
Well, we got to give him one, don't we? I mean, with the year he's having, a lot easier for he and his teammates to accept that throw because for the most part, what they've seen, it's been pretty sensational.
After the turnover, here's Murray, forced out to his left. He'll get just a yard on the scramble. It's second down.
Looked to me like they adopted what my kindergarten teacher always said. If at first you don't succeed, try again. And finally, able to hold him in check. He'd been carving him up running the ball.
That's the first time I think I've seen where the coverage was good downfield and they accounted for him and stopped him for a short pickup.
Yeah, I don't think it was a big adjustment, but much more emphasis on making sure they knew where he was when he decided to take off and go.
Oh, now Murray has it stripped, and it's picked up by the Panthers. And he returns it here to his own 18-yard line. We know he's got the speed to get downfield, Charles, but there's the negative side, a little loose with the football that time.
And that's normal, especially when you have his type of talents, because you feel like you're into the open field, and maybe you don't feel the people who are around you or closing in. All quarterbacks have to do extra ball security drills with the way the game's played now because defenses, they attack the football as much as they attack the runner.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. He's going to look deep for more. They find some open field here. At a potential turning point as they'll get the football in very good field position late in this first half. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. They spot it on the midfield stripe, so it is a 60-yard attempt here. And he missed it. It's no good. And this score will stay right where it is. So that would have been something from that distance, but to no avail. Comes up empty as we have reached the intermission. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Okay, Coach. Yeah, adjustments likely going to play a big role in this third quarter in what's been a tight contest so far. The Cards with the lead, and they will get this football first as the second half gets started. And he can't field it cleanly. It's loose. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25.
The Cardinals take over first and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And, Charles, they've got the lead. I would imagine the overall halftime tone was a positive one, but what do you think the talking points were in the line? And now this is intercepted. My goodness. It's C.J. Henderson picking it off. And the Panthers are going to have the short field here as they'll take over right at the 50. Not the way you envision things to start out the third quarter. One play and already a turnover.
It's interesting. You and I were talking with the coach, and he talked about how at halftime, as a play caller, he wanted to make sure he got a new script going for the second half, not just the one that he operated off of to start the game. Nowhere on that script did it have that result.
Good starting position for the Panthers as they come up first and 10 right at the 50-yard line. They'll try to get the running game going with McCaffrey. And he's going to be brought down inside the 45 at the 43. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards. And it's second and 2.
Brings up second and 2.
They stay on the ground. McCaffrey again.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. They'll run out of the gun. It's Hubbard. And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25.
How many times do we say in this game that speed kills, and it does it in so many different ways? In this case, you got a back who's quick and shifty, can make moves, make people miss, but also gets to and through a hole before it can close down. That's some of the benefits of that speed, not just outrunning people in the secondary, and that led to a really nice game.
Now a run with Hubbard. And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line. That one good for 10 yards. And that'll make it 2nd and a foot or so. A handoff left, McCaffrey. And that play goes nowhere. He's met behind the line, and a penalty flag may add insult to injury. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Thomas brings it in. Touchdown! Ian Thomas, his first touchdown on the year. And the Panthers are going to jump back in front.
Well, we know someone just added to his touchdown passing total, but all he did was get the ball out quickly to his tight end and let him take care of business the rest of the way.
The Panther offense staying put. They'll go for 2. They'll look to throw. And that is caught for the 2 points. And, of course, on the 2-point try, had the option to run or pass. They pass it there, and it works.
Felt pretty straightforward, didn't it? An open receiver, ball's put on him, 2 points for them.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And last time, 1-play interception, so this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling, because a 1-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, you get a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
1 play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Jones. And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield. 43 yards rushing for him now in the ball game.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on 1st down, that fits the bill.
3 yards remain for 2nd down. A give to Jones. And he'll get across midfield and into Carolina territory.
If they're going to get a 1st down out of this, they're going to have to earn it, because there's been tough going in the interior there. And here we are on 3rd and 1. Be prepared. Brace yourself. Going to be some contact going on.
I see an extra defensive back on the field. Little surprise here on 3rd and 1. To throw is Murray. They'll roll him out right. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year.
You and I both know we're into a whole new realm of football because we're not just looking at tendencies anymore. We're looking at analytics, and I've got to think the analytics on 3rd and 1 say run the football.
And this is going to be ruled out, I think, just inside the 20. Yes, it will. Side judge calls it at the 19-yard line. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3.
Let's go, let's go. Hey, we got Mike, number 53. Mike 53. He's scared. Switch.
Again, they run. Again, it's McCaffrey. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line.
Most of their damage has been done through the air. I mean, they've run the ball 3 times with passing touchdowns, but guess what? Ground game has not been neglected. Nice little burst right there.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. This is McCaffrey on the give. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down. But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
Second down and 8. They're going to look to throw. That caught by Tremble. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his 3rd down play as we've played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. They'll look to throw here. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Isaiah Simmons picking it off. And the Cards are right back in this football game. We're holding on to the lead at this stage in the second half. Those are the types of plays you really want to try and stay away from.
And when you're a rookie, keeping your focus is something that you still have to work on all the time because there's so many distractions around you between the crowd noise and your coaches and your teammates. But the other part, you've got to learn how to finish. It's the 2 F's for a rookie quarterback.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. Now Murray off play action. Out to his left. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. 2nd down.
I know he was trying to get the completion downfield, but the way this game has gone, with a few of the runs he's made along the way, he should have kept the ball and taken it with his feet downfield. That's the big play that shreds the defense. Instead, he thought to himself, I'm a quarterback. I've got to throw it.
It's caught inside the 25. Touchdown, Cardinals.
Oh, yeah.
DeAndre Hopkins, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Cardinals are an extra point away from tying this game here in the 4th. Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And we are tied here in the 4th quarter. A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21 all the score as the kick's away. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. They'll need to regroup after the costly interception last time. It led to a tying touchdown. 21 all is where we stand, and they've got it 1st and 10. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And now off to the races down the right side. And he'll go out of bounds finally at the 7. 110 yards rushing for him now to this point.
Another carry for their leader and a good one. It's crunch time. They'll need him to continue to be productive in both the run and passing game in order for them to try and snatch a victory.
A field goal could get them the lead, but it might not be enough here as they come up on 1st and goal. They'll run here with Hubbard. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down.
I think what we just saw there, partner, was linebacking speed that can trump O-line power. We see that at times because he filled the gap before the offensive lineman could get to the next level and take him on.
And he's got his man in stride, complete. They'll wind up getting 7 on the completion, but they'll still be faced now with a 3rd and goal situation.
I know exactly what's going to be said about that play from the defensive perspective.
What's that?
That's why I tell all you guys we need more than one tackler to the ball. He broke the first tackle. Luckily enough, there were more people there to get him down.
A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play, 3rd and goal. McCaffrey. And the pressure gets to McCaffrey as they stop him short of the line to gain. And no movement for the field goal unit to break this tie. They're going to go for this thing. 4th and goal. Here we go. So that'll back him up 5. So now one of the biggest kicks of the night is forthcoming. This to break our 4th quarter tie. And his kick is good. And with that, they will move out in front by 3. Well, he was a spectator for much of this game. This is his first field goal opportunity of the entire contest, but he's able to connect.
Yeah, he had a pretty good seat to this one, didn't he? But let's face it, all kickers that you and I know, they want to contribute. They want their opportunity, and he seized his.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And now they find themselves trailing following the field goal. Still a good amount of time in this 4th quarter, but this drive very well could determine the outcome of this ballgame. He's got this almost to the 40 before going out.
Looks to me, partner, like he's learned a little bit because earlier in the game, I think he was trying to force a lot of throws into some windows that just weren't open.
Yeah, the interceptions had plagued him, especially a second interception, really a bad throw. So maybe a better decision there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. I think he learned from earlier in the game, and he's applying it now.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. On play action, it's Murray. Steps away. Murray has the first down and more. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds.
Containing him is becoming a big problem. We've already seen this once earlier on this drive.
Yeah, and so now 2 times this has happened. Do you adjust something?
Yeah, I think you do. I think you have something about your rush lanes. Try not to either get too wide or too narrow. Make sure someone is there waiting for him to take off.
Tackle by the corner, C.J. Henderson.
And that's exactly what you want on a first down run. Pick up 5 yards, bring up 2nd and 5. The defensive line, though, they've got to figure out a way to out-leverage the guys up front because the offensive line is winning at the point of attack.
2nd and 5. And now Murray's going to set up to throw. Flushed out right. There he goes inside the 30. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. Late in the game, defense trying to avoid a big play. He's able to work out of the passing game, turn it into a run, pick up the first, and stop the clock as well.
And you know in this situation, everything is sped up. The intensity, the thinking, everyone's movements. But for a quarterback, he has to continue to be what we call a flatliner. Level in everything he does and read the clock, feel it in the pocket, and go at the appropriate time.
On 1st and 10, here's Murray. This one swung out here to Jones. And down inside the 15 he goes.
I love the drive they're working on here because they know they can take the lead with a touchdown. And so far on this drive, so good. They've moved the ball down the field with very little resistance defensively. But they better be prepared for some adjustments to come their way now.
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. From the red zone, here's the Heisman Trophy winner, Murray. Flush to his right. And all the way to the 2-yard line there before crossing over out of bounds.
How many times have we seen this late in the 4th quarter? Because you know the pass rush is getting after him, and they get upfield, get that great push, and what do they create? Space, and he takes off.
Only way to get the lead here, of course, with a touchdown, and that's what they're gunning for on 1st and goal. Jones trying to get to the goal line, but he's going to be stopped just short at the 1. Only a yard that time, 2nd and goal. Looking at this now, you got a couple more cracks here this close. Sneak it?
I don't think you even go into a huddle. Just line up, snap it, and fall in behind those guys into the end zone.
Jones again, and he will get into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. Ronald Jones with his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year. And the Cardinals have once again taken the lead. No problem there on the extra point, and that will make this a 4-point game. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And they will be looking to answer the touchdown their defense just surrendered. Still a good chunk of time remaining here in the 4th quarter and a chance to regain the lead in a tight one. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Well, sometimes as a running back, you've got to be able to improvise when the hole's not where you expect it to be. But in this case, there wasn't any improvisation that he could do that was going to work. Kind of like if you're trying to be a comedian on open mic night at the Improv and you run into a tough crowd.
Here's 2nd and 8. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Kelvin Joseph. And the return here is stopped at the 35-yard line. They brought the house that time on the young rookie, maybe a little rattled through the pick.
And you have to be prepared for a lot of pressure as a rookie quarterback because most defensive coordinators are going to test you that way. So when you see that, the ball's got to get out of your hands quickly, and that means your receivers have to understand they have to break off their routes quickly as well.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They fake the handoff. Now Murray steps away to his left, and he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. So the Cardinals, they've got the football here as we get you reset. They've got a 2nd down now as they search for a way to get this one to the finish line. Eluding the pressure right. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. And give him 10 that time as he was able to get away from the pressure and get a nice gain. The Panthers turn to their nickel set here as they get ready for 3rd down. Murray to throw. That is taken in by Hurst. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Back to throw, Murray. Again, that's Hurst. Touchdown, Cardinals. Hayden Hurst, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Cardinals look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here in this 4th quarter. Extra point right down the middle, and that pushes the lead up to 11. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
Let's go, let's go.
The Panthers take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. Try to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off near the 42. And you have to wonder, Charles, a game like this, 5 interceptions, what does this do to the psyche of a young quarterback?
Well, based on the fact that he's still out there and he threw a 5th interception, I'm wondering if his head coach believes that he's really strong mentally and wants him to play through it. Because otherwise, you need to get him out and fight another day because this could leave lasting damage if he keeps throwing interceptions.